verse 1. These that were scattered abroad went as far as Phoenix and Cyprus and Antioch. Now that Antioch was up north of present-day Beirut. And they went as far as Antioch, preaching the word, that is the Old Testament, to, what's the next word? None but Jews, what? Only. Now isn't that plain? Here we are 7 years after Pentecost, and the word is so plain. Nobody was going to Gentiles. It was Jew only. Why? Because this was the program that they knew. No one has told them anything different. Now, after chapter 8, and I don't say this facetiously, what's the next one? Chapter 9. And what in the world takes place in chapter 9? Conversion of Paul or Saul of Tarsus. On the way to Damascus. For what purpose? Oh, to fulfill his tremendous religious zeal. To stamp out the followers of this impostor Nazareth, a blasphemer, and he, in his religious zeal, was going to stamp it out at any cost. But before he gets to Damascus, you know what happened. He has that confrontation from the ascended, glorified Lord of glory, and the part I want to point out here is down to verse 11 and 12 of this chapter 9, where the Lord speaks to Ananias, that believing up there in Damascus. And he says in verse 11, arise and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus, for behold, he prayeth. Now he's already had that experience out there on the road. Verse 12, and he had seen in a vision a man named Ananias coming in, putting his hand on him that he might receive his sight. And Ananias answered, Lord, I've heard by many of this man how much evil he hath done to the saints at Jerusalem, that is, the Jewish believers. And here, at Damascus, he has authority from the chief priest to bind all that call on thy name. And now lock in verse 15. But the Lord said unto him, go thy way. Ananias, remember. For he, Saul, is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles. Here it comes.
God hasn't
forgotten the Gentiles. And what does God know? That Israel is not going to fulfill this Old Testament program.